I'm happy that we are having a meeting. That's good. And unfortunate, the circumstances that have made us have this meeting. But I don't know. I feel like just go in there and see what they have to say. And I know we have a handful of questions as drivers that we want to ask them about kind of the progression of the safety side of it. I know they're working on some stuff, rear clip stuff and things like that. So it's unfortunate that a couple guys have had to get injured to kind of realize that, that needs to be worked on. But, and that's the long-term thing, right? Like you're working on rear clips now, but you're not gonna be able to implement them this year, right? That's a next year thing. So it's like, okay, what are the short-term things that we can do to try to, get these things a little safer? So we'll just see what they have to say. But it's nice that they're working on something. Like I said, it's just unfortunate a couple guys have gotten hurt, before things have been, gotten worked on. I think it's gonna matter, for sure. Yeah, personally, I mean, for speed and confidence in your equipment, the way I look at that is confident that my car has enough grip in it to drive it hard, I have confidence that my team has done everything possible in their power to make me as safe in the race car as they can, from making sure your seat, your headrest, your belts, everything is on par with what it should be, and that we've done our best job possible. So then that's really where I leave it. I know they do a great job at getting me all situated where I need to be, and then the confidence in the equipment side is that it's going to stick when I get in the corner. Not if something doesn't stick and I wreck, I don't think about that side as that confidence. So I feel like I have a little bit different interpretation of what he was saying in that, but I just know as a Penske group, they do an amazing job of making sure we are as locked in there as we can get, and that's really all we can do as a team and as drivers, is making sure everything is set for you as best as possible. And the other side is that side, and that can get improved from NASCAR's side. So it's a group effort. We do as much as we can. We expect them to build the cars as safe as they can as well.
All right, we go Bruce.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I can't speak for everybody. I can only speak for myself. It's not something that I think about when I strap into the car. I mean, you think about that stuff, during the week when we have these meetings, okay, how can we improve this, all this stuff. But when I strap in the race car, I don't think about safety or my safety. I think about how to go as fast as I can. And that's just something that I have to do. If I'm thinking about multiple things, I'm not focused on the task at hand. So that's not something that pops into my head when I strap in. So that's really the best answer I can give you. That's just me personally.
Yeah. Thank you. All right.
We had a meeting last week in Talladega, just the drivers and Jeff Burton, about kind of, an update on some things, kind of all things, from safety side to other things. And I feel like we have a pretty decent list that hopefully we can cover, throughout this meeting. So I feel like we're pretty prepared, and I'm proud of everybody for sitting down and getting prepared. And Jeff does a great job also at really organizing kind of these meetings and our strategy going in. So I think we're very prepared as a group.
And how detail-oriented do you want the information to be? How much detail do you want on the crash test? How much, some of the drivers are more mechanically inclined than others. How much do you really want to dig into it?
I want all the details possible, every little thing. I don't want anything to be vague. So I think that's everybody. So I'm not the most technical guy out there, but I want to know everything about everything. Even if I don't understand it, I want to know everything. Yeah, I think we've done a really good job at Texas and Talladega of, hitting good stage points, finishing really well, to put us in this position. So I'm really proud of the effort, that we've made, and we had our problems at Bristol in that cutoff race, and they did a great job of kind of overcoming some issues and being able to get back out there and running, and then jumping into Texas, of having to be in a really tough race to call, as a crew chief on when you pit, when you don't pit. I thought we managed that race really good. And then, Miles stepping in, for Jonathan when he's suspended, to step in at Talladega, do a really good job on the box. The over-the-wall guys, the two replacements, they did a really great job of stepping in a high-pressure situation going into the playoffs, and they did a great job as well. So I think we've really managed our playoffs pretty decently so far, and you just hope to continue to do that. But you have to realize that you're never safe, right? I mean, we're 32 points to the good, but that can go away really quickly. So you never get too comfortable. You're always, trying to do the same thing you've done, through the playoffs, is perform the best you can to stay in the race and keep moving on. So.
Jared Haas with Frontstretch.com. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, check one of those 2 videos out that we have right beside you. Visit Frontstretch.com for more great content.